I wanted to do some fizzing sounds, and got some mineral water and some unnamed soft drink to pour, stir, play around with, quench my thirst. So hopefully you'll find the sound relaxing. Ear to ear. These are some of my favourite sounds. Fizzing along with hand sounds. So, quite excited just to play around. If you've watched my videos before, you know I usually like to start with hand sounds anyway. They're easy, very tingly I find, and I mean, you have a signature of sorts, don't you? But that's not the main focus of this video, so I should get started. And I've gone for some classic Highland Spring, sparkling water, which I never used to drink. I find the taste kind of objectionable, and it certainly is when it goes flat, I think. But when you're trying to mind your sugar intake or anything boring like that, the bubbles are like, they feel like a treat. It's not really a treat. I mean, not in the hedonistic sense, but feels like something a bit fancier than just water. So, I don't know how loud it's going to be, or if it's going to explode all over me. Let's hope not. It's anticlimactic, wasn't it? Never pass up the chance for a lid sound as well. It does look a bit like I'm just really bad at opening bottles, but all in the name of sounds. So I've got a tiny little glass, I think usually for whiskey, but the shape of it I thought might be nice, just to pour a little bit in at a time. Can't remember what this kind of glass is called, so if anyone knows, feel free to let me know. Anyway, I should probably crack on, pour the balloon water. So, we're ready, we're prepared. Good. I think it works because it's such a prickly sound, like fast tapping, lots of little pops in quick succession. For me, the sound of fizzing a bit like an oral equivalent of how ASMR feels for me. I might have heard it described by someone else that way before, so don't credit me with it. But maybe that's why it works so well. There is always the danger as well when using water. If I'm clumsy, I might just spill it all over my microphone. Which would be pretty unfortunate given that it's just been replaced actually. The cable gave up pretty recently, but luckily Amazon were really good about getting me a replacement quickly. This is the danger zone, you know, shaking it. It's just asking for a spillage. I don't know why I smelled it there. It's water, it probably smells fairly bland. Refreshing. But I have just realised that I probably should abstain from drinking too much because of the potential for a gas, which is not the most relaxing sound, I would guess. I don't like the sound of the label, it's too crinkly. But I quite like the plastic. I would swap, but I don't think my arms really go that way. No, you can't really hear. Might squeeze in some lemon, pretend I'm making a drink, because that's quite a nice sound as well. And sort of tacky waxiness of lemon skin. Lemon skin? Sounds disgusting, doesn't it? Lemon zest. I guess skin. Still sounds weird. But yeah, the texture of it, I think, of its surface, quite a nice muffled plasticky noise. And until the event Smell-O-Vision, you don't get to enjoy this, but lovely citrus kick. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the seed. There we go. It's still fizzing away, that's nice. The addition of a tiny bit of my lipstick. Oh, it is obviously shooting outwards. I did not foresee that. Okay, gonna have to make sure to face away from the microphone. Sounds a bit like Tortured Souls, I'm not gonna lie. The Gates of Hell ASMR. Gotta get all that vitamin C though. shaving all the flesh. That also sounds gross. Squelch. It's very satisfying. I quite like that kind of scratching noise. If you haven't watched my videos before, yes, most of them are just me describing the sounds to myself and holding them to my ears in a rather selfish way. I think it comes across if someone enjoys what they're doing. It might be one of the reasons that Bob Ross is so popular. Not to compare myself, but he clearly had a love for what he was doing, along with, a really good manner for teaching. And the enthusiasm is kind of catching. It doesn't feel phoned in. It feels genuine. Just personally, I think that genuine is a really important quality for ASMR. If something feels forced or false, then it doesn't relax me so much. I think I've got all the pulp, that's the word. All the pulp. I just like playing with it. Sorry, that was horrible. You're just very sensuous. Fun sounds. It's very subtle, isn't it? Maybe a bit disgusting. Okay. Can add a bit more fizz now. Because it's still going, but it's fairly quiet. I've elected to pour with my left hand, so we'll see how that goes. Don't know if the lemons made much of a difference to the sound, but at least it'll help me ward off a cold. Gonna swap hands, be on the safe side. Now it probably looks like I swivel, pivot, like a bit of a weird robot. The reason that happens is because my floorboard's very creaky. And so I don't want a big pop in the audio. So that's why I don't turn around like a normal person. Secrets of the trade, right? Trade secrets, that's already a phrase. Yeah. Trying not to build a face here because of the bitterness. The taste, I mean, not, my own innate bitterness. I'm always peeling faces because of that. Honestly, I think it's nice to have videos like these where you can really just enjoy the sounds and the sights and the smells of something so simple. Because I've always quite enjoyed the sound of a glass of fizzy juice being poured, but you certainly cannot take this amount of time in public to lean in and marvel. You could, but you might get a bit of a reputation. I feel like this is losing its fizz potential. Might need to move on. Also, it's getting perilously full. But, not to worry, I do have a full can. So, I can use that. I should have saved the lemon, shouldn't I? Would have been pretty nice in the Pepsi that I'm using. Some call it the poor man's Coke, but I disagree. It's all branding anyway, isn't it? Also, and I know very few, if any, people are interested in my opinion on Pepsi, but they make, I think, the superior sugar-free product. Pepsi Max. This is not sponsored. It's just a bit smoother, I think. It's a good noise. And I forgot how much I like the sound of can tapping. I do it a little bit in my Valentine's video, which is not very romantic, but the can tapping, it's pretty good. It's nice to get into a rhythm with it. I'm trying to get this out of the way now because once it's open, I would be pouring liquid all over myself. It has been known to happen, but I'd rather not have to wash this shirt today. I'm back in the room, don't worry. This will probably be quite loud. But if it's heinous, I will edit it out for your listening pleasure. Don't know why I'm so scared what I think is going to happen. Oh, you can hear it. What lovely gargling. It just sounds refreshing, doesn't it? I don't know if there's any studies that have been done in the subjective refreshment of carbonated beverages. I guess you can't do studies that thorough on things that subjective, but I'd be interested to know. I don't mean thirst quenching, I just mean that feeling. Something slakes your thirst. And you have to give a big Well, you know how smell is the sense most linked with memory. Slightly shamefully, I just got a whiff of the Pepsi Max there and just had a really strong flashback of being 19 and just starting to go out drinking every now and then. Getting vodka and Diet Cokes because I didn't know what else to drink. And I think since my tastes were so consistent for a while, now the smell really takes me back, which I guess is nice. Not the healthiest lifestyle, but in moderation. No harm in having fun. If you're over the legal drinking age, I will specify. Not out of any hardline, fuddy-duddy kind of stickler for the rules kind of thing, but drinking to excess can be really bad for a brain that's still developing. Sorry to get serious. But the same goes for drugs, really. People should do what they want, as long as they're informed. But not while they're still growing. Because it can really trigger or exacerbate. Good lord. Exacerbate any mental illness or predisposition to mental illness. I don't really think anyone watches this channel for advice on underage drinking, but Didn't give you a choice there. Sorry. I will get off my soapbox. There's a wee bit of goo on my hand. I think it's adhesive from the multi-pack. I got this in. But I had better pour this. There's that smell again. I have a special glass to use actually. In that it was decorated quite a while ago by my mum. It's a proper big flagon. With some nice translucent paint. But I don't think we'll run out of space in this one, so that's why I chose it. And more nice glass tapping sounds. Okay, get on with it. I will. It's all foamy, raspy kind of sound. That's much louder than the mineral water was, isn't it? I think they put loads of bubbles in diet drinks to try and mask the lack of sugar. It's a bit of a balancing act. Is that what I mean? You can't answer, can you? Because I'm talking to you from the past, but is that what I mean? Juggling more? We shall never know. Like, I could really do a whole series on what does bright grey mean. What word is she thinking of? What phrase is she trying to remember? What existing word has she used wrongly? I've gone away there, sort out some background noise, and had a little slice of homemade banana bread in the interim. So if you noticed me just licking my teeth very briefly, it was because I panicked I might have a little bit lodged. But I guess I won't know. So it's quite light on the fizzing, I think, for a fizzing video, so let's get some more involved. Okay. See, I'm not very I don't have great table manners, and my immediate instinct was to lick the drip there that came down the side of the can, but luckily I caught myself. It doesn't look particularly family friendly. And also a bit gross, to be honest. Who knows where this can's been? That's what my mum always used to say when she was trying to get me to drink from my glass. A little bit unwieldy. It's like a roaring crowd. Do I have enough hands to do this properly? One-handed tapping is a bit dangerous. Kinda nice though. I wonder what the onomatopoeia would be for fizzing. I mean fizz. It feels a bit obvious now that I've said it. But you know, it could also be crackle. Snap, snap, crackle, pop. Also known as the 3 cereal elves for Rice Krispies. I don't know if they have that in other countries. Snap, crackle, pop. Snap, crackle, pop. Snap, crackle, pop, 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 snap, crackle, pop. That was actually a bit of a tongue twister. Sounds like snack, eventually, but that might just be because I'm hungry. There go the floorboards. There we go. All finished. I'm probably not going to drink a flagon of Pepsi Max, but it's a small price to pay. Pay, not play. For your relaxation. I know I've been speaking softly for this video, but let me know if you'd like to see another fizzing video with whispering, because I know some people are very particular with their preferences. me, I don't really mind. I like to mix it up. Actually, why not? I'll add the lemon wedge in. It's a bit like playing potions when you're a child. There we go. Get a little bit more fizz out of it. And some lemony flavour. I should have done that earlier, that's quite nice. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me, watching me pour liquids into containers. Scintillating stuff. But I had a nice time, and I hope you enjoyed the sounds. But until next time.